Hi beauties! Back again, Jireh here. So welcome back guys. If it's your first time, hi, I'm Jireh. Over here I really preach about just being accountable for yourself, making better decisions, thinking before you act. My desire is to decrease the rise of single moms, single parenting. I want to see healthier, I want healthy units, healthy men, healthy women, raising healthy children, having healthy families. And I think that can only start if we start with ourselves and start admitting that we are a generation of excusers, and gaslighting, and it's just time to take ownership and accountability of our lives so that we're able to make decisions that are going to impact the next generation. That's really where my heart desire is, impacting the next generation, thinking of like my future children, what they're gonna think about me and this generation's thoughts and decision making, and like what they're gonna say about us, just like what we say about our parents. And so today I'm talking about the essence of a confident person. I put woman, but person. And so I have 5 points that I think hold true. I saw this quote that it said, confidence is not about comparing yourself to anybody, but understanding that you don't have to compare yourself. I'm sorry. Confidence is not about competing with anybody, but understanding that you don't have to even compare yourself to anyone. And I think that is so true, you guys. I feel like today's confidence is fake confidence. It's all about looking good so that people can think that you are good, but you hold like no weight, no substance, you have no character, no standards, no values, like you're really just trash inside, but you look great, so you must be confident and you must have it all together. But I think true confidence is actually bred or like rooted in results, and rooted in consistency, and rooted in like your work habit. Because for example, like if you have a boy at practice who is always shooting threes, if the basketball game is down and out, the coach is going to put that kid in because he's like, I'm confident that I know you're going to shoot a three, like what we need. And so that's the the basis of where I believe confidence should be looked at from, and where I'll be speaking from it. So I put like my 5 points. All right, 1, know who you are. I put know who she is, so I have to change it. Know who you are. 2, not trying to impress anybody but yourself. 3, renewing your mind, knowing that you are your only competition. 4, understanding where you're going, and 5, being settled in your decisions, trusting yourself. And so just breaking those down, you guys, like when you know who you are, I think that's the first basis of one realizing like I am not who I thought I would be or who I want to be right now. So let me figure out who am I and what work needs to be done. And then that's when you're able to move into like, okay, forget about what everybody else has said, forget about what the media has said, even forget about what my mom has said if it doesn't, if it doesn't align with my, I want to say align, if it doesn't all right, I would guess like if it doesn't align with like my spirit, but just like forget about what people say and stop trying to impress people or go off of anybody else's standards. But like, what do I like? Like what makes me happy, what impresses me, what inspires me, and renewing your mind, understanding that your competition is not with anybody else, but your competition is with yourself. You're trying to become better than you were yesterday. If you drink 7 glasses of water yesterday, can you do 8 today? If you read 20 minutes yesterday, can you read 30 today? Always becoming better. That's what I think of in renewing your mind in this area of growth, as growing in your confidence and understanding where you're going. So I feel like when you start doing the work to understanding, start doing the work to knowing who you are and understanding who you want to be and the work that needs to be done to become that person. I think that's when you get into even finding out, like, okay, what's my purpose? Like, what is the gift that God has given to me to impact the world? And then settling in your decisions and trusting yourself. I honestly believe that when you become consistent with yourself, that's when you begin to trust yourself, because you know that you could depend on you and that you're going to show up for you. Not to take away, or not to say that because you can depend on you and because you even are independent that you aren't able to depend on anybody else. But at least you know that if your back is up against the wall, you have proven to yourself so many times that in whatever area it is, you're going to perform. Even if that's, waking up at 5 a.m. or getting your eating right, whatever it is that you whatever goal it is that you wanted and whatever steps that you created to obtain that goal and followed it through every day, being consistent with yourself, you're building trust through that consistency and confidence through that trust. And so I think I created this word, accountable knowledge. And so like accountable knowledge for me is being aware of your faults, where you are, where you need to grow, and what information do you need to obtain to help you to become better. Because I feel as though true confidence is understanding who you are, is understanding your strengths and your weaknesses, and where you are prospering, or even potentially where you're failing, which is completely okay, because failing is good. It just is a baseline of letting us know like where we need to grow. And not faking or having this, unbothered facade, but truly standing in sure accountable knowledge, knowledge of like, okay, this is what I need to do. This is where I'm at. This is what I need to do. Instead of having someone else point out your flaws, you're able to point out your own flaws and whatnot. And so I put a confident person is someone who's comfortable in their own skin. I don't know if you guys watched it, but in the Woman of Substance series, I think video 2 is being comfortable in your own skin. And that talks about you understanding what it takes for you to feel beautiful, for you to feel 100, for you to feel on point, being comfortable in your own skin. So when you go out, even if somebody doesn't like how you're dressed or how you look, if you like it and you truly are comfortable and confident, then it doesn't matter, like it doesn't matter what they think. We'll see people out here looking straight cray, okay? But they're just walking like, let me see you walk. Sorry. Like they're just walking and you're like, that person is really confident, because when they left the house, they was like, I did it, I did this outfit or whatever it is. And you're like, you missed it, baby. But you can't tell them nothing, because they're comfortable in their own skin. They're comfortable in what they stepped out the house with, having your head on straight. And so with this, I put, may not have everything together according to the world system, but has goals in certain areas, as in finances, careers, family, friends, health, spirituality, and is actively making progress steps to get there. And the reason I say a confident person has their head on straight, because today we have a lot of people who want the look of success, but aren't really trying to do the work to become successful. But my whole thing is like, okay, if you have a Mercedes but have no money in your savings and are in debt, that's not your head on straight, But if you have a Honda Civic, you got $300,000 in a good investment account, savings and checkings, and like no debt, all bills paid on time, that is you have a good head on straight, like good head on straight. Your head's on straight. But that's what I mean. Like truly being successful, truly doing the work to be successful, and not just doing the work to look successful. And then walking in purpose. I'm gonna put this in here. Walking in purpose. So to me, purpose is a God-given ability. It's a God-given ability that you have, that you're able to do with ease. You know, whereas somebody else doing that same thing would like just frustrate them or just make them irate, you know? And so walking in purpose, doing your part to revolutionize the world, doing your part to leave your footprint in the sand, you know? Because I said, I believe that purpose, okay, so purpose is not about money, but I do feel as though if you are doing your purpose, the money will come. But I feel that purpose is about the people, about the need, about seeing what it is that people need, and where it is that you can help provide that need from the gifts that you have been given. And then lastly, I say, like, one thing that I think is really important is that if you're not understanding who you are, and if you're not understanding who you want to be, or even what it takes to become that person, I believe you will always be walking in this fake facade of confidence of just trying to look the part of success. And you know, people think success just looks pretty, so just look the part of, you know, being made up or being done up, but it's just a bunch of smoke and mirrors. And so the true essence of confidence is not having a make-believe or a makeshift pretend life, but it is having a knowledge in your reality of knowing who you are, knowing what you want, and knowing what is required to achieve it. Without these core fundamentals, you are not confident. You are okay, let me see. Without these core fundamentals, I believe confidence is just you telling yourself that you're good without having done the work. And we all know that true confidence comes from your work ethic. True confidence comes from your consistency. So and true confidence has results. So if you're not doing the work, if you haven't done the result, if you're not doing the work and you haven't done the work and you don't have results, you can't truly say that you have something that you don't, which in this case is confidence. You know, you just have a facade of a bunch of mass insecurities that you're trying to hide until you find your next cloak or cover, you know, which is extremely unhealthy. And so my desire is to help people like take off the layers, you know, take off the onion layers, I would say, of what it is that you think you have to be, or what it is, or even how it is. Or how it is that you think you have to look, you know, and then just figure out for yourself, like, okay, how do I like to look? How do I like to act? You know, for instance, like, I know there are some people who are really loud, but they don't really like being loud. They're actually a really quiet person, but in certain situations or around certain people, they'll be really loud. And I feel like, you know, it's more done out of acceptance, you know, like, instead of truly knowing, like, who you are, like, this is me, and I don't have to pretend, or I don't have to put on a show. It's like, okay, let me be this way around these people to make them feel comfortable, and let me be this way around these people to make them feel comfortable, let me be this way around these people to make them feel comfortable. But when you're truly not grounded at your core, you're always going to be a chameleon, you know, like, you're always playing a shapeshifter so that you could be accepted, you know, so that you're not rejected. And that need is from the underlying root of insecurity. And so if you want to I want to say, what is it? Tame those insecurities, or starve out those insecurities. I think that's where you have to start doing the work in that said area to build up that confidence. And so take that, guys, with food for thought. I filmed this video. I'm not even going to tell you how many times, but some of them I was just rambling. Some of them were good. But you guys know I don't edit these videos, and so I was like, okay, I can't give them like a 30-minute video of me thinking of something for a while. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. Thank you so much. I will be back later on this week, and I love you. Bye.